In the meantime, we turn to politics. It's a political battle for the border and immigration reform ahead of the 2016 election. Current frontrunner Donald Trump taking jabs at Jeb Bush in Iowa, saying the former Florida governor knows nothing about immigration. Here's how Mr. Bush responded.
Mr. Trump's plans are not grounded in conservative principles. The simple fact is that his proposal is unrealistic. It will cost hundreds of billions of dollars. It will violate people's civil liberties. It will create friction with our third largest trading partner that's not necessary. And I think he's wrong about this.
Former Texas Governor Rick Perry is a fellow 2016 presidential candidate, knows a thing or two about borders. And Governor, thanks for being with us. I'm sorry we're having to cut this shorter than we anticipated. Obviously, we've had some breaking news over the last hour. But Donald Trump claims you're part of the problem on immigration because he says you failed to secure the border. Your response?
Well, let me just say that I've been watching, along with the rest of America, this tragic event that's occurred. And, you know, our prayers are with the families of not only those deceased, but those that are friends and associated with this. And the media plays such an important role in our country. And so I hope everyone keeps them in their prayers and their thoughts today. Let me address this issue of the border, and nobody has dealt with it more than I have for the last 14 years. I was the governor of the 12th largest economy in the world with a 1,200-mile border with Mexico. So the idea that a candidate for the presidency would think that it is a state's responsibility to secure the border is a little bit bizarre to me. That's the federal government's responsibility. And that goes to the real cause of a lot of issues that we have in this country, a lot of academic debates that are occurring, and securing the border, and you do it with personnel on the ground, you do it with strategic fencing in the metropolitan areas, and with aviation assets from Tijuana to Brownsville, 1,933 miles. That's how you secure the border. This idea that you can build a wall, and you know, Jeb Bush is correct. The cost, the time, the maintenance of that is not reality. Governors have to deal with reality.
Governor, I've got just a minute. Real Clear Politics poll average has you in 12th place, a scant 1.3%. Politico, you probably saw the story this morning, the headline, the Rick Perry Death Watch is on. And even your top aides are conceding this may be the beginning of the end. Is it?
Well, we're going to continue to go to Iowa and New Hampshire and South Carolina. That's where the election's going to get decided. It's not going to get decided by a national poll at this particular point in time. I remind people in '07, Rudy Giuliani, who was a very well thought of, very celebrity rich candidate, he led the polls for a year, and then by the time Florida came around. So this is about staying focused, staying disciplined, talking about the real issues, talking about the record, not rhetoric. That's what Americans, I hope, are going to be looking for, someone who actually has a record of leading and doing it in a very successful way, not rhetoric.
Governor Rick Perry, thank you so much. And again, we apologize that we had to cut this short, but obviously some
Greg,
breaking news.
Thank you, and thank you all for what you do, and thank you all for what you do in keeping this country on the proper path.
Thank you, Governor Perry. Appreciate it.